Alright, what's going on guys? We are back with another Dokkan battle video, and today we are finally taking a look at the EZA for the AGL Dokkanfest Trunks. Now, I'm getting to this very late. You know, I was dealing with a lot of stuff over the past few days, lack of sleep, all that good stuff. So, kind of put this one on hold on the back burner. But I definitely wanted to make sure to do this. I wanted to test him out. I want to try him on a couple teams and a few different events. So, let's see if the EZA actually did anything good for our boy here, or if he's still pretty mediocre. Let's jump in, let's figure it out. Let's do this. All right, we're in here in the Goku Story Red Zone. We're gonna try him out here first. We're gonna try a couple different events, I think, kind of build up, maybe a couple different teams. Really kind of play around with him and see how he does in different scenarios, different teams. Right now, we're running him with the LR Gohan plus Goten and Trunks unit. Now, he is not on their full leader skill, unfortunately, but he is on their base leader skill. So we're going to test him out here on this team, you know, kind of run him with a bunch of other hybrid Saiyans, and then we'll probably throw him on a more powerhouse style team and go through a couple other events. Now, looking over Trunks's stuff here, right? So all his skills, his passive is Ki +2, attack and defense up by 150, high chance to form a crit, launch additional attack has a high chance to become a super, great chance of launching additional attack has a high chance to become a super, change Ki Spheres Fizz to AGL, and a high chance to evade enemy attacks. Now, he just screams potential. He can be very, very good, I think, given the right circumstances, given the right RNG. You just really have to hope that those additional attacks become supers, just to kind of like help build him up a little bit, right? Everybody loves additionals. We don't love getting additional normals. Let's just say it. Nobody likes it. So we're hoping a lot of those come through for us. A lot of those become supers. When attacking, gets attack and defense up by 150%. For every attack he does perform, he does get 5% chance to dodge within the turn. And for every super attack he performs, he gets another 5% attack or dodge within the turn, right? So this is another reason why you want him supering, because the attacks are great, right? You'll still get damage in, you'll still move towards some of the stuff in his passive. He will get the 5% chance to dodge. However, if it is a super, he's going to get 10% because he's going to get both the 5% there for that turn. And that's really what you want, especially in events where you can dodge. Now, events where you can't dodge, this is basically useless, right? And you're just going ahead and do supers to try to survive, and that's it. Every time he does perform 3 attacks in battle, he's going to launch an additional super attack, or additional attack that's a great chance to become a super once within the turn. So again, another reason why you want him launching a bunch of attacks here, right? You have a regular like super you're going to launch. Then you've got the additional attack that's definitely going to be launched. You have a 70% chance to launch another attack, and you have your hidden potential. And if you get kind of all these procced, then you'll get this one where you'll launch another attack with, again, only a great chance, which is 70%, but I don't know, man. He's just very like potential heavy. When he receives attack, he gets another 150% defense, and then when there is another Entrusted Will or Android's Cell Saga category ally on the team, he's going to have all allies get Ki +1 and attack and defense up by 50%. Right, and then his super attack, we'll just look at that real quick. So for this one, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage to the enemy. So again, another reason why you want him to be doing a bunch of supers is to help build up his defense for the turn, right? Because a lot of the times you're just gonna get smacked around. If he's not dodging, he's gonna get hurt. You know, if he's not launching much of these additional attacks, he's not gonna build up his defense as much. So, you know, you really want him launching supers. You want him dodging attacks. And then we're basically just buying time to get to his Super Saiyan form. Right, because once he transforms, he's a little bit better, I would say. I would say he's better in Super Saiyan form than his base form. But you do need to launch 6 attacks, so it is going to be a while, no matter how you kind of spin it. All right, so we're at 10 million here to start. Okay, so additional normal. Okay, we did get another super, so this was the great chance of additional attack. Had a high chance to be a super, and it was, so that's good. Nice. So this is from the passive. We did perform 3 attacks, so this is the additional attack. We just did not get the hidden potential. So he has the opportunity to launch like 5 supers a turn, which is crazy, right? He's going to be doing a bunch of hits, hopefully throwing out like some good damage later on. You know, you get him on some of these like heavy hitter teams, and I think he's going to do really well. I'm really hoping that the Part 2 character does help out this hybrids team a little bit more, because I do think they need something, right? The Eller Gohan, Goten, and Trunks are very good. The addition of this guy and his EZA is a nice little addition to the team, but I think you just need like one more hard hitter powerhouse style unit to kind of make this team just a little bit better. All right, I was kind of hoping the last rotation would have just finished off Goku Black, made this a little bit easier here for us, just jump right into the Zamasu phase, but it didn't. And here what we're gonna do is something you should never do. So Trunks is not a slot 1 character, right? If you wanna build out his hidden potential full of dodge, that's probably the best way to go for him, especially, you're not gonna want to take him into events where he can't dodge. Like this, you're just not gonna do it. So building on his hidden potential with full dodge is good. However, he is not a slot 1 runner because he needs to attack before he gets his chances to dodge, right? But in this instance here, I'm gonna put him up front because we're going against Goku Black. Goku Black shouldn't be hitting all that hard, and this will also still build towards Trunks's overall, like the amount of attacks that he's doing. That way we can try to, damn. Oh, I mean, I know type disadvantage and everything, but holy shit. And that's why you don't put him in slot 1, kids. All right, let's see. So what we're gonna do here, again, we're not gonna put him in slot 1. we're not doing that again. So that was a good example showing you, I mean, we knew slot 1, no good. We knew going into it, type disadvantage. But I figured an EZA of like now, like this time frame, might have been able to handle that just a little bit better. And that's, I mean, that just goes to show, like any of these events, like any character can really get like, you know, strung up if you put them in bad situations on purpose. You know, if you're sitting there trying to make the character look bad, they're gonna look bad. That right there made the character look bad because we put him in a non-optimal position. So I'm not really holding that against Trunks. I do also just kind of wish that maybe he would have taken that a little bit better, just being like a new modern day EZA, but it's neither here nor there. Again, I'm not holding it against Trunks at all. All right, let's see. So we got 2 supers off right now. So this should now give us enough attacks done to be able to go into his Super Saiyan form, right? You don't have to do all supers to be able to do it. It's just to launch 6 attacks. So as long as you've launched 6 attacks in battle, he's gonna be able to transform, which we have now done. So that's very good. And you can see now he's dodging because he's built up a bunch of the attacks. He's done a bunch. That's good. And that's exactly what we want to see from him. So right there, that turn was actually really good for Trunks, I think. All right, so here on this turn now, we have Trunks. He's able to transform. We will definitely be doing that, right? Because there's no reason not to transform him. So basically, once he's done 6 or more attacks in battle, he's able to transform. When he does stun the enemy and seal their super attack for 1 turn. Now, this is a great skill to have if you can actually do it in the event. A lot of these harder events, a lot of these newer events, you can't stun, you can't seal, you can't debuff the enemy. So as you can see, like Zamasu and Rose, they can't be sealed, they can't be stunned. So that effect is not going to take place. But what we can do is still go ahead and get him transformed.
Come at me with everything you've got. Goku isn't the only Super Saiyan. There's another one right here.
Now, I do like that transformation. I really do. Dude, when they first did it, it was like, oh, dude, they implemented fighters. Like, that's him in fighters going Super Saiyan, which is cool. Now, if they ever redo this unit, I want them to take it from the series, right? Do it from the series itself. please, because that is such a cool moment in the show when you realize that there is other Super Saiyans out there besides Goku, and it becomes incredibly cool. All right, now for our boy Super Saiyan Trunks here, let's go ahead and look at what he's doing. Now it's gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna be a little bit better. He's getting Ki +2 attack and defense up by 200%. Chance to perform a crit, or a great chance to perform a crit. Launch an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super. A great chance of launching additional attack that's a great chance of becoming a super. He's still changing Ki Spheres, Fizz to AGL. High chance to dodge, and chance to stun the attacked enemy for 2 turns, which again is a great skill if you can actually do it, which a lot of these bosses you can't. With an AGL Ki Sphere obtained, he's going to guaranteed launch this additional attack. With a type Ki Sphere obtained that's not AGL, he's going to have a great chance of launching additional attack with a high chance of it being a super, and then a high chance of launching additional attack with a great chance of it being a super. So basically you either pick up the AGL Ki Sphere, you guarantee yourself a super. You pick up any other type of Ki Sphere, and you're just basically playing roll the dice, slot machine of, is he going to do an additional attack, and is an attack going to be a super? So it's really up to you. If you want to take the gamble, you can. This character is all about possibilities and potential, and it's just, I think that's what kills him for a lot of people. When attacking with 12 or more Ki, he gets attack and defense up by 200%, and for 1 turn guarantees a crit. For every attack he does perform, he gets the 5% chance to dodge. For every super, he gets the 5% chance to dodge. So that is unchanged, which is good. Let's keep that there. For when he receives an attack, he gets 200% defense. And then if there's another Entrusted Will or Android Cell Saga category ally on the team, all allies are going to get Ki +2 and attack and defense up by 60%. So that is very good to have as well. And let's look at his super attack effect. So for his super attack, he is going to greatly raise attack and defense for 4 turns and cause immense damage to the enemy. So this is where you really want him doing supers, right? In his Super Saiyan form, you're really going to want this dude doing supers. They should have given him a battle motion. I just realized they didn't give him a battle motion with his EZA. That does kind of suck. Maybe if we get a Trunks for part 2, Super Saiyan Trunks will get a battle motion. Who knows? All right. So he is still not going to be a slot 1 character, right? He does have that high chance to dodge now, like built into his passive right out of the gate. I mean, he had that in his base form too, and we noticed he didn't do it. So we're not going to risk him in slot 1. He is not going to be that guy. So what we're going to do here, let's go ahead and we'll turn these off. That way we don't have to watch all of them. But we'll launch these actives here. You know, kind of boost up the rest of the team. Now, Gotenks' active boosts up youth. Trunks is not youth. So he's not really getting anything out of that, unfortunately. But, you know, it's still good to have for the rest of his team. Because a lot of the guys on his team are in that youth category. Okay, cool. So let's do that. And of course, wouldn't be a proper video without some cord issues now, would it? All right, so what we're gonna do is Trunks doesn't need all the keys, so we're just gonna take that for Goten and Trunks up front. That way they are going to dodge everything. Pick up the 1 AGL Ki Sphere for Trunks. That way he does get that additional super guaranteed right off the gate. We want him to start building up that 4-turn buff. So we're gonna go ahead and just do the guaranteed one for now. And then maybe the next rotation, we'll go over some of the chances and see if maybe we can get lucky with a couple extra additionals. But for right now, I want the guaranteed one first. That way we can really just lock in our 4-turn buff for Trunks here. All right, we're gonna watch these. These dudes are gonna launch a couple attacks here, and then we'll get to see Super Saiyan Trunks get after it. There you go, burning attack. Or shining sword attack, I should say, because he does do the sword swipe here. Okay, additional normal. Additional normal. And then here's our additional. So 20 million So definitely, I mean, the attack stack's definitely jumped up, right? It's going from like 10, 11, 12, maybe 13 sometimes to 20 and another additional normal. Okay, cool, dude. Thanks. He's doing good dodging though. Except for right there, you know, when I say it. But I mean, so far, I'm not mad about Trunks. Now, there's going to be times where he's going to get you killed because he decides not to do a bunch of additional supers, and that's what's going to tick people off. Or he doesn't dodge at the right time, or something. There's always something with these characters that people are going to hate, people are going to nitpick. But right now, Trunks has impressed me so far. Let's see if he can keep it up. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll start off, we'll do this. That way we can get some extra damage in there on them. You know, just kind of gonna take advantage of it when we can. We'll throw him back there. We're gonna have them grab a bunch of these AGL key spheres. Now Trunks, we're gonna give an int key sphere. So this is not gonna guarantee his additional super. However, it's gonna give him the double chance to possibly get a super in there. So let's see if we can get lucky with that. I'm very interested in this. We do have a Dokkan attack coming up too, I guess. So I'll have to pay attention to that.
Time to get serious.
Yeah. Thanks, Trunks. Oh, you didn't see that. I messed that up. It's fine. It's fine. We didn't want to get them all anyway. Yeah, so if I'm counting this right, he has the chance here to launch 6 supers. So his 12 key, the additional attack, the great chance of launch additional attack with a super. And then from the type key spheres, great chance to launch another attack, high chance to launch another attack, and then his hidden potential. So he has the potential here to launch 6 supers, which is what makes him good, and why, like, I understand why they're all chances, and why his attack set doesn't seem so high, because if he's gonna launch this many attacks, this many supers, I mean, I get it. You know, you're not gonna have him launching 60 million supers 6 times. Okay, there we go. There's 3 so far, so that's pretty good. So that's his 12 key. That's the 2 from his basic passive. Okay, so there's 1 from the key sphere, and he didn't get the other one, and he didn't get hidden potential. Okay, so we did miss out on that, right? Where we could have just gotten the additional super guaranteed. He did get 1 of the chances there. He just didn't get the super from it. So, I mean, it is what it is. That's a gamble. That's a gamble right there. All right, so here we are in a much harder fight. So this is where some of the issues are going to start to show up, right? You've got a character here who can do AoEs. You've got some very hard-hitting bosses, and you've got some locking mechanics, which could really screw you if he gets put in slot 1, right? He could die very easily, but you got him here now in a fight where there are AoEs. Now it's coming in before he gets a chance to attack, so he's not going to get the additional 5% from additionals. He's not going to get the additional 5% from supers, so he is only going to rely on that 50% chance in his base passive. So these are the fights, I think, where we're going to start to see some of the issues with Trunks. Overall, I think in some fights, and I'd say in most fights, I won't go most. It depends on the fight, right? I think he's going to be okay. Like, he is just very built on potential and what he could do. Now, the thing is that if you look at like any other kind of character, any character can get caught. Any character can get killed in any event if things just don't go your way. If you don't have the perfect RNG in some of these events that take like the Gohan, Goten, and Trunks fight from the Supreme Magnificent Battles. Take this fight. You know, the Blue Goku and Vegeta, Omega Shenron, even like think the Tamagamis, dude, or even Red Zone Broly. You know, if things just don't go your way, if things aren't set up just right and RNG is not on your side, the attacks aren't coming in the wrong spot, your guys don't dodge, like, dude, you're playing a gamble game all the time anyway. Here it comes. Ready? Yeah, he got hit very hard because he did not dodge. And that's just the name of the game, dude. And overall, I don't think it's fair to say that this guy is absolutely abysmal based off what he has. I think the frustration with this character is going to come from the fact that he does have the potential to be good, but people aren't going to see it because they're going to get the bad rotations. They're going to do the events that he's just not great in, and then he's just going to not show out, right? He's not going to get his supers. He's not going to dodge, and he's just going to get blown away. Like, but the same can be said for any character, honestly. So, and that's the name of the game. That is it. So we'll see about finishing this fight out. We'll see if we can get to Super Saiyan Trunks. Now, with him coming up on turn 2, that does hurt our chances even more. Just because, yeah, this is going to hurt. Because, again, like, you've got to go a few turns before he can get enough attacks in order to go into Super Saiyan form. So that's the risk, man. All right, guys, that was our initial look at the EZA for the AGL Dokkanfest Trunks. Overall, I think the unit is okay. Like, I won't put him on a pedestal. I won't say that his EZA is very good. I will not dog him and say that his EZA is absolutely worthless and terrible, because he's definitely better. I just fear that he's going to get aged out very fast. He's not going to be around very long. His teams aren't too great. And then his kit is just built around a lot of potential. Like, he can be very good. He has a potential to be very good. It's just, if you don't get the right RNG and you don't get the right, I don't know, man. There's something about it that just, it's hard to say that he's good, but it's hard to say that he's bad, because it's just built around a bunch of maybes. And maybe that does constitute him to be bad. But in my eyes, I think he's okay. I think he's fine. I'm going to run him around a little bit more, you know, try him on a bunch of different teams, try him in different events, and kind of see how he does. And then hopefully maybe the part 2 character will be somebody that this guy can help support. You know, maybe they run very well together, and maybe just make him shine a little bit more, make him a little more viable on some of these teams. Who knows? They tend to do that a lot, so we'll see. But for right now, I'm going to leave him at, I think he's okay, and that's about it. So yeah, we'll leave it there. If you guys did stick around to the end of this video, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think of the EZA for the AGL Dokkanfest Trunks. Do you guys like him? Do you guys hate him? What do you think they could have done differently with him to make the community a little more happy with him? Because I know a lot of people dislike this character a lot. But I think he's okay. I think he's fine. That's it. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!